Duchess of Cambridge pays final respects to Prince Philip in first royal funeral. Rebecca Taylor Middle. Royal correspondent. Sun, April 18, 2021, 12:19 am. Middle. 3-minute read. Watch, William and Kate arrive for Duke's funeral. The Duchess of Cambridge joined with other members of the royal family on Saturday for her first royal funeral, as she paid her final respects to the Duke of Edinburgh. A tribute from Prince William after the Duke's death noted the kindness Philip showed the Duchess throughout his life, as he welcomed her more than 10 years ago. Kate, 39, wore a necklace and earrings borrowed from the Queen. As her husband was in the procession behind the coffin on the hearse, the Duchess of Cambridge arrived at the chapel alone. She stood alongside the other royal family members who waited outside the chapel, standing tall in a long black coat and wearing a hat with a black veil. The future Queen sat next to her husband inside the choir, opposite her brother-in-law, Prince Harry. There have been reports of a rift between the two men, but she and Harry were seen chatting after the ceremony, and the trio walked back towards the castle together. Kate wore her hair up in a twisted bun, close to the nape of her neck, and a striking black coat with a bow. She carried gloves and a black clutch bag and wore a black face covering, in line with coronavirus restrictions. Before the service, she stood next to Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, and Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, as well as other members of the family who were not involved in the procession, to watch it go past. They painted a solemn picture as they bowed their heads for the hearse to pass. Sophie put her arms around her children, Lady Louise Windsor and James, Viscount Severn, who were the youngest attendees of the funeral, as the Duke's youngest grandchildren. During the ceremony, Kate's head was bowed, as were many of the other members of the family as they reflected on the words read by the Dean of Windsor and the Archbishop of Canterbury. The simple service was largely influenced and planned by the Duke of Edinburgh, who requested there be no sermon. He also wanted many passages and songs related to the seas included, an ode to his naval career. As they left the chapel, which has previously been a place of royal celebration including the weddings of Prince Harry and Princess Eugenie, Princess Beatrice appeared to be wiping her eyes with a tissue as she left, with her husband's arm around her waist for comfort. Prince Edward and his family stayed close together, while Prince Andrew walked with Beatrice and Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi.